Ever feel like a detective around the house? Today, we're going to put on our Sherlock Holmes hats and do some serious HVAC troubleshooting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I like this
we're
one.
diving deep into the world of contactors.
I
That little component that can cause big headaches if it goes bad.
absolutely. Yeah.
You may not be an HVAC pro,
Right.
but trust me,
Yeah.
understanding this little guy is like knowing the heart of your AC system.
It is.
And hey,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
You might even save yourself a service call.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe $100
Definitely.
with a little bit of know-how.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's crack this case wide open.
So when we talk about a contactor, what are we really talking about? We're talking about power.
Yes, what is this thing?
It's a switch, but not like your average light switch.
Right.
This thing, it's controlled by electricity, and it's responsible for basically kicking on your entire AC system.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big job for a little component.
It is.
What are some of the signs that your contactor might be the culprit
Sure.
when your AC is acting up?
Well, one of the big things you might notice is your system just won't turn on at all.
Okay.
Or maybe you hear kind of a clicking sound coming from the unit.
Right.
And in some cases, you might even get a whiff of that electrical burning smell.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, that's when you want to investigate further.
All right, so that's when we break out our trusty tool,
Yes,
the multimeter.
absolutely.
This is where the real detective work begins.
It is.
And before we even touch the multimeter,
Right.
safety first.
Always.
Always
Always.
make sure the power is off
Yeah.
at the breaker
Right.
before you go poking around
Yes.
in your AC system.
Absolutely.
Don't want to get zapped.
No, we want to live to tell about this.
Oh, all right.
All right. So the power's off.
Yes.
We're safe.
Yep.
Let's talk about what we're looking for with the multimeter.
Okay.
So the first check is going to be at the coil. If we see 26 volts there,
Okay.
that basically tells us the signal to switch on is reaching the contactor.
So that's like checking the pulse.
It is. It is.
Okay, the signal's there. What happens next?
So then we need to make sure that signal is actually making it through the contactor.
Right.
So to do that, we're going to check the voltage between 2 points called L1 and L2.
Okay.
Now, these are the main power lines coming into the contactor.
All right.
You should see a reading there of around 207 to 210 volts,
Gotcha.
which tells us the main power is present.
Okay, so main power is good.
Main power is good.
Now we check L1T1
Yeah.
and L2T2.
Correct.
What are we looking for there?
We're looking to see if that contactor is actually closing
Okay.
when it gets that signal.
Okay.
So when the contactor's closed,
Okay.
meaning it's allowing that power to flow through,
Right.
we should see 0 volts between those two sets of points.
So if there's voltage there,
If there's voltage there, that's a problem.
that's a bad sign.
That means that contactor's not closing.
All right.
So at that point, we can use the multimeter's continuity test to confirm.
Gotcha.
Basically, what we're doing there is we're checking if there's a broken circuit between those points.
And if there is a broken circuit,
Then we know that contactor needs to be replaced.
that's it.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Keys closed.
Time for a new contactor.
That's right.
So we've diagnosed the problem.
Yep.
We know we need a new contactor.
Right.
Now we're on to the actual replacement.
Yes.
And the source material talks about different types of contactors.
Yeah.
Single pole and two pole.
Right.
Is that something that the average homeowner needs to worry about?
No, not really.
Okay.
Most residential systems use a single pole contactor.
Okay.
But there is a pro tip from the source that's worth remembering.
Let's hear it.
When you're disconnecting those low voltage wires,
Uh-huh.
turn off the thermostat first.
Okay.
That's going to help you prevent from blowing a fuse.
Yeah, it's always good to avoid those
It's-
blown fuses.
Those are not fun.
All right, so the source material also emphasizes making sure all the connections are tight
Right.
when you install the new contactor.
Yes.
But how do we know for sure if we've done it right?
Well, we go back to our trusty multimeter.
Like some multimeter.
We're going to be looking for about 215 volts across both L1, L2, and T1, T2.
Gotcha.
Those readings are going to confirm that power is flowing through the new contactor.
And if your AC kicks on,
And if your AC kicks on,
you're good to go.
you're good to go.
You've done it.
You've done it.
Pat yourself on the back.
You saved yourself some money.
All right, speaking of DIY troubleshooting,
Yes.
the source material also highlights some other important takeaways.
Yeah.
First and foremost,
Safety.
safety, always.
Always.
Double check that the power's off
Yes.
at the breaker before doing any work
At the breaker.
on your AC,
Absolutely.
and handle those wires carefully.
Yes, those things can bite.
Right.
Visual inspection is also really crucial. A quick look at that old contactor can reveal a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like burn marks or a loose plunger.
Interesting.
And here's something that can really empower you as a homeowner.
I like this.
Take some time to learn about your specific AC system.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Knowing the model and type can really help you troubleshoot more effectively.
Absolutely.
And it can help you order the right parts if you need to.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Even if you're not comfortable doing the replacement yourself,
Right.
understanding these basics
Yes.
can help you communicate more effectively
Absolutely.
with an HVAC technician.
You bet.
You'll know what questions to ask.
Yes.
You'll know what to look for,
Exactly.
which can save you time and money
That's right.
in the long run.
It's all about being informed.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So there you have it.
Yeah.
We've gone deep
Whoa.
into the world of contactors.
All right.
Armed with this knowledge,
You got it.
you can troubleshoot like a pro
You can.
and maybe even save yourself
Yeah.
a hefty service call.
Exactly.
So next time your AC is acting up,
Yeah.
don't panic.
Don't be afraid.
Channel your inner detective.
Put that multimeter to work.
Grab that multimeter.
Yeah.
And remember,
Yes.
knowledge is power.
It is power.
Until next time, stay cool out there.
And stay safe.
And we'll catch you on our next deep dive.
Sounds good. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So that was fun. I feel like we just saved our listeners a ton of money.
Yeah. I think we did a good job there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this whole idea of homeowners becoming more empowered?
I think it's great. I mean, knowledge is power, right? The more people understand about their own systems,
Okay.
the better equipped they are to take care of those systems.
Exactly.
And, it also helps them to communicate better with professionals.
Right.
If they do need to call somebody in.
They can ask the right questions.
Exactly.
Make sure they're getting
Yeah.
the right service
Exactly.
at a fair price.
That's right.
So do you have any final thoughts for our listeners out there?
Yeah, if you're thinking about tackling some of these DIY projects around the house,
Uh-huh.
do your research first. There's
Right.
tons of great resources available online.
Yeah.
Videos, articles, forums.
Absolutely.
Get familiar with the basics.
Yep.
And always remember safety first.
Safety first.
Always.
All right. Well said.
And have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
Yeah. It's a great feeling to be able to fix things yourself.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
It's empowering.
It is.
And it can save you a lot of money in the long run.
So true.
So go for it.
All right. Thanks for that.
You bet.
I think that's a great place to wrap up this episode.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining us on another deep dive.
My pleasure.
And we'll catch you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.